So I haven't done this in a very long time, but I have this urge within me that I have to start sharing everything and anything that I have learned on my spiritual journey, and everything, like no thinking, oh, should this be good or that be good. And so for me, one of the things that truly helped me get through whatever I was going through was through art, was being able to express what I was feeling. And the more I was learning to be comfortable in expressing whatever it may be with no judgments, it helped me nurture myself, heal myself, be with myself, and see myself without constant need of being good or bad. It's just is what is. So I started working on this piece in the morning. I shared a little reel about it, and I thought I'll work with it on it with you guys. And so this is like the world around me, and I need to like remove my focus from the world. The world is constantly going to be there. It's not going to vanish suddenly. Even those people who are good to me, who aren't great to me, whatever, but I've created this circle in this world where I am representing my own self, and I'm using one color 3 times. I'm also having tea. How cute is my mug? This was given to me by my cutest little human that I adore in my life. And so one color, I have to use it 3 times. Now, of course, I can do it more times if that's what happens, but I do give myself these small little, limitations just so that it helps my brain stay focused. And looking for spaces inside. Now I've forgotten what colors I was using in the morning, so they could be like a repeated because I feel like this green is very similar to this. But again, I'm not going to like go crazy and say, oh, I don't like reacting to things at all. Um, Sometimes I do react to things that those that I love say, but also learning not to, because not everything needs a reaction, and it's a hard lesson. Have you learned that one? And if you have, let me know in the comments. How did that go? Because my God, it's hard. It's not easy. And I'm using these markers, which are really, really cool. They're called Touch Parker. I mean, there's so many brands to get these days to do art. And this is one of the simplest. Oh, you can't really see, can you? Oh, let me put a book. I think this is better so that you guys can sort of see. And so I can't remember where I was, but I am always where I am. There's never where I was because was doesn't exist. And time is an illusion. So anyway, when this happens, when a color is not working, don't use it because it's kind of almost saying that's not what I want. So the piece is literally speaking to you. But see, it's crazy how when you really start connecting to the universe, it guides you in ways you never ever thought it could. But everything is speaking, like everything is created so that we can return back to ourselves. So this is really fun thing to do. It helps us to remember what commitment means. It helps us to focus on ourselves and reinforces literally to stop looking outside on the world and let it be what it's meant to be, rather than constantly thinking what it is representing, what it is making you feel. Ah, la 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 la. I do have the commitment thing that I like committing to things. Don't run away from my commitments. If I've committed, Salman Khan says, एक दफ़ा मैं अपनी commitment भी दे दूँ तो मैं क्या पता नहीं, तो मैं अपनी भी नहीं सुनता. I think that's my It's a Bollywood actor who says that once I've given commitment, then I don't even let myself come in the way of stopping me in doing it. So many times people think, oh, art is so hard, art is so this, art is so. I'm amazed how so many beautiful, beautiful artists are like constantly sharing their work, inspiring others, and yet we only see them on TikTok. We say, ah, theek hai, they are doing it. Abhi, bhai, they are doing it so that you learn to do it also, so that you make time for these things. They are inspiring you to use art as a portal, a tool to go within yourself. What are you waiting for? You know, you're not going to become Picasso in like just like that. That's another thing, wanting to become an artist. I find that so ridiculously crazy. You are an artist. An artist is a person who is always curious, who's childlike, and who's always, you know, learning new things. And so I think that's everybody. They're always in awe. I mean, I'm always in awe of going, oh, wow, oh, wow. Such a beautiful, and I don't know if I'm in awe of that thing particularly, but I am in awe of the one who has created it. Because to me, the one who has created it has, put in everything that was needed. Did I do three times? One, two, three. Commitment. Most times people don't understand this craziness. Well, not that I ever have tried to explain people why I am the way I am, but it's always important to remember by I understand myself. When you understand yourself, you don't give explanations to other people. Why? Well, because it really doesn't matter if people understand you or not. You understand you, and you cannot understand yourself by your external, like what you own, how you look, what you do. You cannot understand yourself through that. You have to go deeper into your being to truly sit with yourself, dance with your demons, have dinner with your demons, and not run. Never ever run from that what you are feeling, because that escapism, I mean, you can do it for years, but then let me tell you one thing, it is tiring. It is tiring. And once you know yourself and you've taken all the masks off and you sit with your own being, you not only feel powerful, whole, complete, but you feel steady. There's always this sense of peace around you, because you've not run away from what you were feeling. You've held all the emotions, and that shifts the game, to not avoid and not judge and not question it, but rather just let things be the way they are, in acceptance of what is. I feel this way. That's it. Why, what, where. Sometimes you don't really need it. Most times I feel you don't need it. We give explanations because we've been told to. I don't think we need to give explanations constantly. I know it's gonna sound strange. Well, I'm over that part, but I love the sound of creation. I call it the sound of creation because it's the when my pen moves on paper, it just it every time I hear it, it just gives me such a high. Like, it just makes me so happy that I'm so connected to what I'm doing. Hmm. Sounds. Can you imagine a life without sounds? If there was no sound, like if I have this cup of tea, right? And I wouldn't be able to hear the sound like swirl or the. How would life be? How would life be without sound? I'm not sure it'll be that quick. Like sitting on a mute. How would it be? I don't know. I wouldn't. I like sound. I like the voice. I find being able to speak your truth authentically is a privilege, and my God, it's taken me a long time to not only realize that, but to do it. Do it being like fearless. Do you get scared to speak your heart? I always wonder, like, how are people talking to themselves? What are they seeing in themselves that they absolutely love? If somebody was to ask me, Hamna, what about you that you absolutely love? My God, what's there not to love? What's there not to love? And I'll tell you guys how I came to this conclusion. So it's not arrogance. It's not like I am so superior or something. First of all, I don't like comparison. But the other thing is, I do a lot of art. I create a lot of art through my days, right? It is something, it probably started with a survival mechanism. It became my teacher, it became my sanctuary, it became a way I express myself and feel safe. I think for me, art is something that really makes me safe. I'm never ever scared to do anything. You know, guys, what are the chances that I'm doing 333, right? And what are the chances that in the end I'm left with three spaces, like one, this one, that's one tiny one, yeah, and then two, and then three, three, two, and one. So literally the universe is holding my hand as I'm creating, and the last piece has to be. So, one of the things how I choose my color palette is never through my brain, right? I let my hands pick. So, when I'm doing this, I'll just straight away go to whatever color it's coming this, right? It's constantly coming this. It's called wine red. So I'm going to do wine red. And so I never question where my eye led me. I never look at a color and say, oh, should I do that? Should I do that? I just have this, like, my eyes are like my guide. They just literally go to what I need to pick next. I really trust my eyes to see the color that I'm meant to pick, and then boom, I just pick it. This really helps to connect my intuition and constantly be in flow. So it looked at this pen, I'll just pick it and do it. And what this does is the wiring in my head says, oh, she's listening to me. Like the intuition gets louder and increases itself by just making it very, very clear to me because I was listening and I followed the path. So I was listening, I was observing, and I did the action I did is also exactly what I was internally feeling. So that what I felt is that what I did. And the more I do this through my creative process, creative pieces, the more I build on my intuition. And this shows in life in other places, right? So when something comes to me, I just know literally, is this for me or is this not for me? Like the clarity is so sharp. I just know, right? And when I follow that knowing that is within me, I just know that I'm being guided by something higher than me who is, in control of my whole being, is guiding me. And so I just flow with it. I don't question it. Hey, why should I do this? And as illogical as it would feel, I'll go ahead and do it, which I'm doing right now. There we go. Oh, there are 3 spaces left. Still, four. 4 spaces left. What does that teach me? That teaches me that I'm not perfect. Not everything I think is true. By the way, when I said intuition was very different to thinking. So my thinking is not right, but my intuition is, oh, I just got it. What if the 4th spot is where I leave it white, which is like the unknown? That's it. That's it. That's it. I'm going to do that. I love it. 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 Yep, that's it. That's it. I'm just going to go like here. There is a white space in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but this was like one shape, but I'm going to color this whole space out. And it would look like 3 spaces. God is amazing. God is amazing. He'll always hold you, he'll protect you from your own self. So amazing. So I still have this one little white dot here left, which makes me say that not everything that I think I know because I don't know. And that's like total surrender and being okay with that one spot not having a partner. Me not knowing is not a failure. It is what it is that in this very moment, I don't know what color to add in that. But the one who knows that I don't need to add any color to it. So let it just be. Trust, flow, be grounded, and remind yourself, let the world be in chaos, but focus on that who you are and what you are here to do. When you create your inner world outside, it actually becomes something that guides you home to yourself. You can change, you can shift, you can grow, you can become, you can be whatever it is that you are. Rather than questioning this, accept it. This is it. And it's, by the way, very, very beautiful. I hope you like it. Let me know how it sits with you. And do you enjoy these sort of videos? If not, that's also cool. You can say, no, I don't, but don't say negative things because it's okay, because I'll just kind of delete them. I love you. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.